Okay, it's Tuesday, March 28th. This is a SPY recap, and today we have a two-down day that really didn't follow through all that much, and we close with a bit of a hammer-looking bar. So in a sense, while this up day yesterday didn't reach its target, this down day today had a long way to go, but even if you were hoping it would at least get close to it, and it didn't really even come close to doing that. So now we might continue back up again. And if you look at the we have a converging kind of wedge developing inside the big broadening wedge. If I take the 15-minute chart and just zoom it out a little bit, you can see here we're really getting pretty tight now over the last, X amount of days. So we're getting ready to break out one way or the other. The question is, after taking out the highs here and then the lows here, are we getting ready to take out those highs again, or are we coming back down and taking out the lows? And as of now, it looks like, given today's action, we might be starting up again tomorrow. We'll see if we get above the midpoint of this bar right here and start up. And again, for a lot of people, just reading, what's out there, they're having a lot of difficulty trading in this market. Fortunately, the methodology that I, stick to is fine. It's just frustrating that it's not following through as much as it can. I think that'll eventually happen, but it doesn't really hurt the attempt for just to do, for some profits and to take some good short-term trades. And again, the big picture, just going to the monthly chart again, just keep in mind, I've made some videos on this. Ever since this down month here, I don't even remember when it was, October or something, we've just been going sideways. And truthfully, then ever since we came up for 1, 2, 3, 4, now 5 months, we're just going really tight. So eventually this monthly chart's going to break out one way or the other. But for now, we're in this crazy, tightening area where everyone's finding it so difficult to trade. It definitely hurts, swing trading, I would imagine, depending on the stocks you pick. But in terms of short-term trading, there's still opportunity. So if we go to today, for example, we were really anticipating a down day, 2 down, getting down here, getting this weekly chart, maybe getting down to getting a 2 down week and following through it by the end of the month. And now you can see on the weekly chart, we're just inside of last week. Yeah, we hesitate. We had a green bar that could have been broadening out, compound fashion up to these highs. And we got a little bit of a sell-off at the end of the week, and now it just looks like we're kind of holding in here, and maybe that's just a pause. If we can get above the open of the week, this yellow line, we can get green again and maybe actually be heading up. Again, you're just going to have to go where price action leads, but we failed on the upside here, and now we failed on the downside, so maybe we're heading back up again. We'll find out tomorrow. But in terms of today, like I said, the 15-minute chart, I shot a video how if you're going to trade the SPY outright, there was an opportunity on this third bar to try a short trade. I did it. I actually bought some SPY puts, immediately got out with a very small loss, and I discussed that. Then there was another opportunity, since you were biased to the short side the whole way, reason being you're below the midpoint of the prior day, and you still have a 2 down day, even though, you took out the pre-market lows, but you kind of failed to follow through on the first 4 bars. But then once you came down here, I went short the QQQs and did actually pretty well, taking it down to the intraday lows, and then it paused again and started up. And then if you were trading the SPY, you could have went short aggressively in here. I waited till here, and I actually bought some SPY puts and did pretty well on this move. And then what does it do? It comes right back up again. So that's what's happening. This choppiness, higher highs, higher highs in this case, lower lows, and then back to higher highs. I mean, it's just an environment. If you look at the last, 7 or 8 days, we're doing that all over the place. But it gave you an opportunity, here for at least 1 good trade and 2 good trades on kind of 1 push down, 2 push down. I also bought Microsoft right out of the gates on the short side. That did very well, 1 push, 2 push, and that was a good trade to its first target. And other stocks, certainly, if you were trading Tesla, you had an opportunity to go short. Amazon, I was watching, that had a good opportunity to go short. So, individual stocks were doing fine, but the market itself was definitely choppy. But even so, you had some good individual stocks to make trades. If you took a small loss here, there were 2 opportunities to have 2 good trades, so if you were taking all 3 trades, you would have come out ahead. So anyway, we end up today very neutral in terms of the follow through, and now we look like a hammer bar that might be starting up tomorrow. If so, we're going to see if we get above that open of the week, the yellow line, and then take out these highs, and that could all of a sudden, get this weekly chart back to green again. But just tough to say. We're inside of the last week. I don't really feel strongly one way or the other, especially given this day today, what's going to happen next, other than the fact that we're going to break out of this little converging area. So you're going to have to play it aggressively, I think, and just see if you get that follow through once again. Today we played it aggressively. It didn't get the follow through, but it didn't really hurt. And we'll continue to play the follow through now and see which way this converging wedge wants to break out within the bigger picture that's unfolding here.